Hey guys, how you doing? Me back once again with another video, and today we're going to be doing the pretty cool review of the Mcfarlane multiverse, the Joker from Batman, the '89 movie, the Joker Jack Nicholson version by Mcfarlane. There's the box with a cool image of Joker there on the back. And I got this on eBay. I paid more than what I've wanted to pay for this because I got this over here in the UK. And I think it's around £30 or $30 in USA. But over here, they put the prices up, these, and I think because this has become rare and not difficult to get, they put the price up. And yeah, it was quite expensive. They did have it on Amazon. I did previously order it on Amazon, but I cancelled it because they said it was released in June. Because I wanted to get it in I think I was going to get it in April first of all. Then it wasn't released. Then they said it was going to be in May. Then it wasn't released. Then they said it was June. So I ended up cancelling the order. And then it ended up being sold out. I probably should have held on, but I don't know. It was around about £30 on Amazon, but anyway, I cancelled it because I just got fed up waiting. Then I was just going to wait a while until it came out closer to the time. Couldn't get it on Amazon, still it was sold out. Then tried on eBay, and it was coming up as all some high prices like 45, 48. And I thought it was quite expensive, but I really wanted to try and get it. So the one they had it on was £44. I know it seems quite high, but I thought at 44, yeah, it's not as much as 50. I mean, some people were selling these for like 60 or 70 on eBay, crazy prices. Difficult to get, but it shouldn't be as much as that. But yeah, I thought 44 a bit much, but yeah, probably not going to get it cheaper than that, considering difficult to get hold of. So I thought, all right, I'll pay it because I really, really wanted this version of the figure, and I thought, yeah, all right, I won't be doing it much often, paying that much for the figure, but yeah, I thought on this occasion I'll just pay the extra to get it. So yeah, about £44 on eBay. But yeah, so this is the Jack Nicholson Joker version from the '89 movie. But it's not. I believe it's not 100% accurate. That being, it's just inspired by the '89 Jack Nicholson Joker version. Where it's not 100% accurate because they couldn't get the license for full accuracy or something. But it's, from what I've seen on other reviews and stuff, it's quite good figure. It's quite decent enough the way they've tried to do it. So if they couldn't gain full license, they did quite a decent job in trying to get it as near enough. They tried to get it as near enough close to the movie version as they could. I think they've done quite a good job of it. So we see the head sculpt, and it's quite a nice paint job there. You see the face is not 100% accurate to sort of like Jack Nicholson. It's kind of capturing, it's kind of the '89 version, but sort of I don't know, maybe a toonish sort of look to it, where it's not quite 100% there, but it's quite there in some areas. But yeah, the face looks all right. As I said, it's not really Jack Nicholson, but it's kind of all right. It's kind of like the old the retro. Well, probably not as bad as that, but it's sort of like where it wasn't. The old one obviously wasn't Jack Nicholson, but it's kind of like it's sort of evolved from that, and it's still kind of not like Jack Nicholson, but it's kind of sort of getting better. Uh, but yeah, it's all right. It's nicely painted. I don't know though. The mouth seems a bit. Yeah, I suppose the mouths are okay with the teeth there. He's got the cool grin going on. So it's kind of nice. Supposed to be Jack Nicholson, but sort of kind of not. But yeah, I mean, it's okay. It's nicely painted on the sides there. And he's got the hat going on that he has in the 89, which looks fairly decent. And then we have got the purple jacket. Now, from what I saw on reviews and stuff, that it's sort of the purple looked quite shiny, and I was like, nah, that doesn't look movie accurate. It's too shiny. But when you get it in hand, when I opened it up, it was although it looks kind of bright. Sorry, this is not the best camera phone in the world. It's just quite an average one, so it doesn't really do the figures justice when you see it. It kind of doesn't look like that. Off screen, it looks a really, really nice shade of purple, but on here, it doesn't. It looks really sort of, I don't know, dark bluish or yeah. But off camera, when I'm looking at it now, it looks really good shade of purple. As I said, on the other people's reviews, I thought it looked too shiny, but when I'm looking at it, it actually looks quite a nice shade of purple. That actually does look quite like the film. But yeah, there's the jacket there, going around the side and the arms, and then the long section there. That's kind of a flimsy material, so it's kind of like he's got the jacket on, and you could sort of mess around with that. So yeah, that looks kind of good. And then we've got the blue inner waistcoat jacket. It's light blue. And then we've got the inside vest or shirt, which is orange. And then we've got the long light blue tie. That looks pretty good. I thought that was shorter in the movie, is it not? I kind of thought that was shorter. I can't remember if it's longer or shorter. I've got the Mezco version there. Again, this is not accurate either, but I thought it was shorter. But yeah, well, I've seen the movie so many times. I'm gonna have to look at the movie again to check. But it looks all right anyway. Light blue tie. So that looks kind of cool. Maybe accurate or not, it looks pretty good. Now the trousers. I think this is something that they have got right because I believe it's checkered. Those checkered type trousers. So I believe this is something that they have got right. So they managed to get the trousers good. Or at least I think they are. Because they're not on the Mezco one. They just did it purple. It's kind of quite of a lazy job they did on the Mezco. Although I do like this version, the Mezco one, the 5 points. I didn't do the trousers. Imagine if they did the trousers, how cool that would be, because it would really, really look good, wouldn't it, if they did the checkered trousers as well, and that really good. But this is actually quite a good version. I like the details on this. Actually, they don't have the detail. Actually something that they missed. He's definitely got that flower on the movie, I believe, because he presses it and some acid or something, I think, comes out of it, I believe, or something. So actually they've missed something there. So I'm kind of thinking that maybe the Mezco version may be sort of maybe more accurate than this. Although the trousers are wrong. but the top half may be better on the Mezco one, maybe. Or we'll be doing a comparison after this, so we'll be doing the. But yeah, no flower. Not sure if anyone else pointed that out on another review or not. But yeah, the flower is missing on the shirt. I'm pretty sure that is definitely in the film. Does he have it in the card? That's the card you get, by the way, and it's a bit on the back of the Joker. Yeah, I think they missed that. I'm not too sure. But anyway, going back to the trousers, I think they definitely nailed the trousers. At least a pretty good effort on the trousers. The boots are, I think they're just black. But they're quite good. Purple gloves, I think that's what he's got in the movie, I think. Yeah, so pretty nice, but I think it's not accurate on the top half. Articulation. What's the articulation like? The head moves left to right. I don't know if it does full articulation. I don't like to do the things fully rotate because I don't like to damage the figure in any way. So I don't know if that goes all the way around, but I'm certainly not going to risk it. I don't want any damages to any of the stuff. As it goes left to right, up and down. Yeah, so there's quite good articulation there. I don't think there's anything on the body. Well, there's a bit of a swivel here, but not too much. But no joint on there. I'll see if the arms go upwards, but I don't know if they do. I don't think they do, but they do go up and down, obviously, like every figure. There's a joint on the elbow. It is quite stiff, but there is a joint on the elbow. The hands rotate. The legs go forward and backwards, obviously. There is a bit there. Oh, it does come out quite far. That's quite far, actually. Isn't it? Yeah, that's not bad, actually. Not that you would get him into those positions, but if you wanted to look, the articulation, it does come out quite far. So that's pretty good. As I said, yeah, so there's pretty decent articulation on the legs. There's a joint in the knee. Again, it's quite stiff, but there is a joint in the knee. There's a little bit in the foot as well. So yeah, the articulation is kind of good, probably really good on the legs. And then the arms, it's just quite average. But yeah, the articulation is all right, actually, on that. The accessories you get his megaphone that he uses, obviously, at the end of the film. You get his cane. And you get the long-handed or the long barrel magnum that he has to shoot Batman when he's in his Batwing. And then obviously he crashes after he shoots him. That's pretty good. That's good to have that. That's from the movie. And then you get this short magnum pistol or magnum gun. That's got the funny bang at the end of it. I'm trying to think, does he have that in the movie? I can't remember if he has that, or whether they just added that for just sort of going more towards the sort of TV series and the cartoon sort of, or comics, where just had that. But I don't know if he had that in the film. I can't remember or not. But anyway, they've got that with a bang at the end, which is kind of cool. It's kind of giving that sort of the old TV series with Adam West, and they sort of had they had the words come up like bang, pow, and stuff like that. It's kind of like that, but that's kind of cool. Yeah, the accessories are pretty cool. 2 guns, a cane, a microphone. Maybe they could have added sort of his teeth that he had, the chatter teeth. But other than that, yeah, it's kind of cool accessories. 4 accessories. You don't even usually get those amount with the Mcfarlane figures. So 4 accessories is kind of cool. You get a base for him to stand on. I don't really use these, but you get a base to display him on. You get 3 interchangeable hands. Sometimes you need to change those because sometimes some hands hold some weapons and some don't. So it's depending on what you want to get him to hold. So you want to change whatever hand he needs to hold those. And then you get his hairpiece, which I believe that you there's either the option of having him displayed with the hat or just with the hair. They could have just really had it so the hat could come off and you just add his hair, but for some strange reason they just added the hair piece to swap over. Yeah, I don't know why they needed to do that. Why not just have the hat that? Unless they felt the hat would. I think they were going because sometimes these hats keep falling off. So I think they thought instead of having a hat that's just going to keep falling off, we'll just have a separate hairpiece and then just change the hairpiece. Kind of bizarre because now you've got the hat with the hair stuck on it, which is a bit silly. But yeah, I think I'm going to have him probably displayed with the hat, I guess. Now this doesn't really go on. This is going to be sort of like a tight squeeze to go on. I think you can do it better than that, but it's sort of like a tight squeeze where there's going to be seem to be gaps, unless it sort of really goes on. But it's really a tight squeeze. But I think it does look better with the hat, if I'm being honest. But yeah, you can have it displayed like that. But yeah, I don't think that was the best option because now it's so tight. It's going to be almost sort of forcing it to go on. So every time you want to change it over, you've got to really force it on. So yeah, but I think I'm just going to leave it with a hat on. But yeah, that's the option I did. Yeah, I think that's it for this. I've also noticed that I've also noticed that the gun is going to be really tight, trying to get it into his hands as well. It's yeah. I mean, one thing the figure not being 100% accuracy is sort of, you can understand that because you know they couldn't get it 100% accurate because of the licensing, so you can almost forgive that. But certain things, as I said, I don't think that was the best option of making that interchangeable hairpiece, you know, with a hat attached to the hair. And yeah, the gun goes in his hand, but it's very difficult because the handle of the gun is very thick, and it's sort of really difficult to get in his hand. It does. I think that is the hand that holds the gun, but it's very thick, and it's very. I had to really prise that hand open to get that gun in there. But I couldn't see, out of the other hands that he's got, I couldn't see that because these hands don't hold the gun because they're sort of open. So there's sort of nowhere, you can't grip them with those hands. So that was the only hand that seemed to, as I said, it does go in, but it's very difficult. You have to really open that hand up to get it in. And as I said, the handle was very thick. I think I might have him on display holding the gun, but I'm not too sure. But you have the options of the other two things as well. But I think that's going to be it for this review. It is cool enough figure, regardless of being accurate or not. I might give it maybe an 8 out of 10. I mean, maybe it might be a 7 out of 10, but maybe an 8 out of 10 if I'm being generous, because I'm giving it for the. Because it is a decent figure. Accurate or not, it's quite decent. It's quite a nice colour. They've got the trousers right. They've got some good accessories. So yeah, I'll say I'll give it an 8 then. But I'm not giving it a 10 because I don't think it's perfect, and I think they made a mistake of doing a few certain things with it. But yeah, not perfect, but still pretty decent. I'm glad to have this version after a long wait to get it. So guys, that's going to be my review of this. Hope you guys enjoy it. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more videos, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care, bye for yourself, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care, see you soon.